If you're gonna be in my house, you could at least subscribe to the goddamn channel. Hey, what it do, what it is, what it look like. It's your boy Jake, aka Fuego Morenito. Today's question of the day, how do I burn fat? Alright, so how do you burn fat? You burn fat by doing the opposite of what it takes to gain fat. It sounds simple. We all know what it takes to gain fat. But correspondingly, that means that we all must already know what it takes to lose fat. So to gain fat, you have to sit on your ass, aka lack of exercise. You have to eat too much, aka a calorie surplus. And you have to do this over a sustained period of time so that with the lack of exercise, so you're not burning calories, with the calorie surplus, so you're building and building your stores of calories over a long period of time, means you're gaining weight in the form of sloppy muscle, water due to sodium content, water retention, and fat due to all those goddamn calories you're eating, and myself included. So, what do you do to lose fat? You have to burn more calories than you eat. I'm gonna say it again. You have to burn more calories than you eat. Now, how do you do this? You've got to do one of two things, and I mentioned this on a previous video. You've got to either, one, exercise more, or two, eat less calories. My basal metabolic rate is approximately 2,000 calories right now. And so, if I eat and burn more than 200, I can't even fucking talk. My basal metabolic rate is 2,000 calories. So if I eat more than 2,000 calories per day, that means that I am going to have more fuel than I need for the day. And so what is your body going to do when you have more fuel than you need? What it's going to do is store that fuel for a later time when you don't have it. However, if you're watching this video on YouTube, that means you have internet, and you're probably watching it on a smartphone or some sort of good ass device on Wi-Fi. And so that means you are living a better lifestyle than a lot of people that your body is actually set up for. You know what I'm saying? Our body is set up so that if we go without food for a week, we'll have reserves. However, we have 30 McDonald's within walking distance, you know what I'm saying? So we don't go without food for a week. We have food banks, etc. You know? And so when you do this over a sustained period of time, your body's just holding on to all this extra fuel and you're not burning it. And so it's stored in the form of fat and sloppy muscle. Neither of which you want. You want good muscle and less fat than average, because average is not good. If you're watching this channel, you don't want to be average. If you want to be average, please unsubscribe from this motherfucking channel, because Fuego Morenito says fuck being average. 60% of America is overweight. 30% of America is obese. And so when you think about the number of Americans there are, let's say there's 300 million Americans. That means 180 million of those are overweight, statistically. And that means that out of that 180 million, 90 million, approximately, are obese. You know what I'm saying? And so I used to be classified as obese, and I was one of those statistics. No matter what side of it you're on, you're still a statistic. It's just a choice of which side, which statistic you want to represent. A concept that I always come back to is Are you living the life that you want to live? And is the image of yourself in your head represent the image you see in the mirror? Because if not, you need to make some sort of a change. And so when I say you can exercise more, you could add a 15-minute walk to the end of your day or the beginning of your day, 3-4 times a week. Something moderate to burn a little extra calories, to get a good sweat, and to stimulate your muscles. Better blood flow, less stress, better sleep, better sex, everything you could possibly imagine from this exercise. Or you could go to the gym 6 times a week and train incredibly heavy, incredibly intense, doing drop sets, supersets, every type of set you can possibly imagine. Negative sets, explosive sets, doing plyometric exercises, doing stationary exercises, calisthenics. There's so many different ways of burning calories. There's no one right way and there's no one wrong way. The only wrong way is doing absolutely nothing. I love to meditate, and I am a huge supporter of traditional Buddhist and Taoist ways when it comes to stillness and rest and letting things be. And so I definitely believe in taking days off where it's a mental day or you're just chilling, watching Netflix, you know what I'm saying, watching Star Wars or Harry Potter all fucking day. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you don't also attack the other side of it, your active side, your intent side, your resistance, having resistance towards your body, whether it's a body weight squat or you're deadlifting 400 pounds. You have to have both sides of it, otherwise your body's gonna be out of balance. You don't need a 6-pack, but you also don't need to be 500 fucking pounds. You know what I'm saying? And so, at the end of the day, if you clicked on this video, it's because you either think I'm sexy as fuck, because you know me in real life, or you're curious to hear what I have to say about how do you lose fat. You know what I'm saying? And so you've gotta be in a calorie deficit, which means either exercise more or eat less, or find a happy medium between the two. Add a 15-minute walk to your day, cut out sodas, or have one cheat day per week. Have a meal plan. You don't have to follow it, but if you have a plan, you'll stick to most of it. It's easy to stick to 0% of a plan, but if you have a plan and you stick to it 80% of the time, you'll still be moving forward in a way that you wouldn't otherwise. Not everybody has time to meal prep. Not everybody has time to exercise. And if you believe what I just said, then you're bullshitting yourself. We all have an hour to meal prep, and we all have 15 minutes to exercise. I don't care if you're a single mom. I don't care if you're a single dad. I don't care if you have 6 kids and 2 jobs. You have 15 minutes. You're watching this video right now. You could be exercising right now. You know what I'm saying? And this past week, damn well this past week you ate something you shouldn't have. Not because you shouldn't always eat it, but you just forced it down because it looked good and you wanted it and it sounded good. But you forced that shit down when you know that's just extra calories you don't need. Cut that shit out. Drink more water. You know what I'm saying? Drink water, eat consciously, and move your body with intention. That's the holy trinity, you know what I'm saying? Do that shit and watch the results flow. Watch it flow. But at the end of the day, everything is energy and energy is everything. So no matter what you choose to do, stay groovy.